This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability, proudly brought to you by the PA people.
I think we're getting close to game time here in Gym 1.
Yeah, my app's just about to download, so we'll be in action soon.
Yep. And then we also
we're just about to go here. Sorry,
have the lineups from earlier. Yep.
So we've got Delaware at this end of the court. Delaware starting, we've got 7 on the left wing, 9 in the centre, and it looks like, if they'd stand up I'll be able to see. Yeah, we've got 6, 5 and we'll check out from the Knights in 1 second as we're underway in the first game. First ball thrown well wide on this occasion, and that was by Jerome Black, who's playing on the right wing. So now with Delaware, it's like number 4, I think, for Delaware, straight through the gap into the back of the net for a goal. So
I believe that's number 4 on the left wing for New York.
It is, yeah.
Lamar Brown.
No, it was actually on the. No, that was a goal for Delaware. Next ball thrown by New York, but out down the line on this occasion.
On defense.
So now we've got Andy Jenks with the ball for Delaware. Coming in. As with discus. Cross got ball. Oh, just got ran loose, but chased. And a quick return because the ball was, well, a scrambling chase by the centre for the Knights.
I believe that's number 3.
Oh, I can't see.
Devin Bullock.
Here's Jenks, sorry. Number 4 for Delaware with the ball. Sends the ball down into the centre.
That looks like Callahan Young.
And that's next ball. Bouncing ball across into the centre. Well blocked on this occasion by the 9 for Delaware. Lays it off to Andy Jenks on the right wing. Jenks goes with a quicker discus throw. Straight into the centre though. Well blocked by the Knights. Passes the ball off now to Jerome Black. Discus bouncing ball. Misses the post. Aiming for the A post, doesn't get through on this occasion. Ball now again with Jenks. Lays the ball off on this occasion. Centre throws for Delaware, 9. Bouncing ball, this is by Brown. Long ball has been called on Brown.
Yep.
For New York. So Lamar Brown.
Yep. For Delaware, that's 4 Callahan Young, 9 Josh Schwartz, and 7 Andy Jenks on the court right now.
We've got now. So let's see who's going to take this. Almost looks like it's Andy Jenks is taking the penalty.
Yep.
Brown sets up slightly to the left of centre as I look at it. Now moves back to almost square centre. Jenks throwing from the centre. Goes straight down the centre. Beats him with pace. Brown went the wrong way and couldn't come back. Went to his right and just couldn't get back in time. So now if anybody's having problems with the feedos, I've just been speaking with Sean. He's got the number 2 gym going off for the USA page, and he's just trying to work out where he actually put the number 1 feed. So I will check that when I get a message from him. This time Jenks throws the ball into the BC gap. Nice quick return on this occasion by Brown. Josh Schwartz does the chasing and passes the ball out.
But we do know that the feed for Gym 1 and Gym 2 are working on the app.
Yes, most definitely they're working on the app fine. So Brown now with a flat ball into the centre. Schwartz picks it up. Passes off to Callahan Young on his left wing. Goes with a quick discus throw. Heading left, bringing the ball back to his right. But Devin Bullock does the chases. Passes back now to Lamar Brown. Brown with the ball now. A flat ball, no spin on this one here. Killed directly by Schwartz. Lays it off to Andy Jenks. Andy Jenks with the ball now on the right wing. Oh, straight through. Beats Bullock, who got suckered across just a bit too far. And into the back of the net. The score is now 2-0 in front of...
I think it's 3-0.
3-0 in front of... in favour of the Empire.
The Knights. Time out by the Knights, too.
So, very, very interesting to see. And that gives me an opportunity to check. Because as I said to Sean, actually, the major coverage is going to be from this gym here. Because there's no
play-by-play
play-by-play in the other gym, so we want to make sure that this gym actually has is very, very easy. We want them both to be easy to access, but we certainly want this one here to be extremely easy to access certainly from the website. So we're just going to see.
Not an ideal start from the Knights.
No, not at all. I'll live with you for 1 sec.
Yeah, speaking with Teron yesterday, he was very enthusiastic about what they had in mind coming into this game, and so far they haven't executed any of the game plan that he had in mind. So we'll just return.
One is up and running now on the computer.
Thank you, Mars. And long ball has been called by. Now I think that was by Geron. So just bear with me for 1 second, Matt. I'm just going to have to let you call this because my cords, because I've had to go run backwards and forwards, are all entangled.
Yep. So we've got the defender in the goal. Geron sets up to block. Looks like that's straight into the back. Oh, just out
Off
on
the
the post.
post.
Yep.
On the post.
That looked really close.
So
But Geron should thank the post on that one.
Yep. Now I can let everybody know that Sean's actually setting a menu on the page so you can actually choose which game you want to watch. Gym 1 or 2, so anyway, and that's blocked on this occasion by Jenks. Jenks now with the ball. I'll get back to what I'm paid to do. Bouncing ball by Jenks.
That's a good
call.
call. He was flirting awfully close to that line. So we'll see what the Knights can do to capitalize here. This is where they need to get back in the game.
Andy's defense just before that long ball was very suspect with his hands, a big margin between them.
Yeah, it certainly was. Right. Now this is Lamar Brown. Goes down the line and beats him. Beats him to the point where Jenks, well, I don't know what he really wanted to do. He didn't commit one way or the other, Mars.
About a metre in, Andy just played the percentage, thought it was maybe going to come across a little bit more.
So you're actually almost on real
Yeah,
time
I'm just
with us.
about 5 seconds behind now, which is good.
Oh, that's good. Next ball into the centre. Quick return on this occasion. Callahan Young with the ball on the left wing for Delaware. Comes now, goes with the discus throw, cross-court ball, but too much into the centre, into Bullock's chest. Lays the ball off. Now this is Geron with the discus throw, bouncing ball. The hands of Josh Swartz are looking pretty solid. He's killing the ball dead. He's not allowing any fracture. Jenks now with the ball on the right wing, aiming for the C post. Quickly picked up by Brent, and now we heard a double whistle then, so I think they've called a high ball.
Yeah, that was a high ball on Geron, number 5.
High ball for Ryan Black.
Yeah, so they've called the high ball, but I thought it might have been either that or a long ball. Either way,
No, it's definitely a high ball.
Callahan Young now from the left-hand side of the court goes aiming for the AB and straight through. Effort by Black, but not on this occasion. So, Geron may be a very laid-back young fella, but they've got to do something to get back into this game at the moment. Bouncing ball on this occasion, blocked by Schwartz, lays it off to Andy Jenks. Andy Jenks about 1.5 metres in, goes with the discus, goes for the gap between AB. This time the feeder there blocks it out. Nice quick return, high ball.
Yep, Lamar made a nice stop in behind the centre there before he threw the high ball.
Yeah, they're flirting too high.
A little bit hard at the moment, guys, and just panicking a little bit, making too many unforced errors.
Yeah, very true. Anyway, we've got Callahan Young with the ball. Goes with the discus throw. Basically throws it straight down the centre and blocked. I don't know why I've seen it. Jenks through from the centre. Callahan Young's throwing from the centre with a penalty situation.
Callahan's throwing a lot like Silva now for Brazil, I see, with that upward in discus shot that's flat and bounced through.
Yeah, that's it. Well, this is the first game we've seen Murray that's actually got a lot of bounce in it. Young with the ball now. Goes across court and straight through the gap. Devon Bullock was, well, I'm not sure.
He just too far the wrong way.
Yeah,
he thought it was
just
go into that
overcommitted.
big gap, went across him.
So the Knights are in a bit of trouble here, and the score is currently, as we're looking, 5-1 by my count, and by the scoreboard, and ball's put out from the start. Jenks with the ball now for Delaware. Starting from right on his post, goes with a discus, cross-court ball, and it's going to go, well, was heading out, but it was blocked by Brown.
And Black's in the centre now, playing centre for the Knights.
Yeah, I thought he'd move in there eventually.
Yeah, I think that's a good move because Dev's just having a hard time picking up the ball coming across him.
He needs to control. And straight in. Oh, up and over. I thought it was in, but up and over. So.
Yep, a lot of top spin off Joss's hip there.
Yeah, so Jenks with the ball, walks it across, gives it to Callahan Young. Then Jenks gets it back. So quick flat ball. This time it looks like Bullock's gone onto the left wing with Black in the centre, goes with a discus throw. Bouncing ball and high ball has been called. They're flirting too much for that line. And maybe they just got to look at what they're doing. They're trying too hard, I think, the Knights.
Well, that's 3 penalties now from Black.
Yep.
In less than 4 minutes, so he needs to get his head right.
Yeah, and there's been 2 from... Sorry, Muzz?
Is this the Knights' first game in the tournament?
It is, yes.
Yeah. And, well...
That's 0 for 3 on the last 3 penalties. I mean, this game
Andy
could
Jenks threw that one and threw it out, so...
It's a little bit too much rotation from Andy that time.
Here we go. Bouncing ball this time by... picks the ball up. Schwartz picks it up. Josh is going to take the throw himself from the centre. Goes with a discus throw. Beats the centre. Diving save now. I'm not sure. Is that Lamar Brown who's gone across there or Bullock?
No, that's Dev. Dev Bullock.
Yeah, it's Bullock on the left wing down the far end. So now the ball with Callahan Young. Goes with the discus throw. Aiming for the AB gap. Doesn't get it. Off the feet of Black. Races forward. He does the chasing. Passes back to Brown. Brown now straight away. Oh dear. Anyway, the ball was into the centre. Blocked by Schwartz. He's going to take the throw.
missed high ball on that one.
From the centre. And sends it straight back at the centre. Picked up by Black. Now Black's got to be careful here because he's been done for a number of high balls. Goes with a discus. This time aiming for the gap between Schwartz and also Jenks. Doesn't get through. And, well, deliberate pass out there. And I still think that should be a penalty when you do a deliberate pass out like that to make it that obvious. Anyway, Brown with the ball goes across court ball, high ball on number 4.
You know, before I started this tournament, I said New York needs to have less than 10 penalties in this tournament. They already
they've
have
already
6.
thrown. Yeah, oh, this is it.
The game, really.
That's it. Okay, so it looks like we've got
Callahan
Callahan taking the penalty from the left wing. And goes down the line and doesn't quite get there. Commitment was great, but it was a good ball down the line.
A good effort from Lamar, full stretch into the post, but just got off the hands into the goals.
Yeah, well, that's it. But look, they've got to do something.
They've got to just settle down. You know, they're too amped up out there. They're trying too hard. They're throwing lots of high balls, and when they're not, they're hitting the line just on the tape side. So it's they've got to just settle into a rhythm.
Looks like we have a substitution here.
We do, yeah. Brown is out, and number 6 is coming in.
That's Isaac Delgado coming in for Brown.
So Delgado's coming in. I would have thought that maybe Bullock might have been the person to come out.
Well, it is a bit surprising to me because you get the same amount of defense with Iz coming in, but you also get a bit more offense. But I mean, then again, you know, both Black and Brown have thrown a combined 7 or 8 penalties in this game already. So,
yeah,
I mean, this game could be very
6-1 at the moment, and you have to think, man, there's a bit of a shock there for New York. They just never got into this game, and hopefully, they'll settle down now.
It looks like Delgado's gone across to the
right wing,
to the playing right. So now we've got Callahan Young with the ball. Going for another discus throw, throwing again, looking for the AB gap. This time, it's blocked by Black. He does the chasing. Sends the ball back to Delgado, and almost an own goal pass. Sends the ball back.
Delgado's going to play the new players in the middle, and Black's gone.
I thought that had been changed, just didn't look right. So Delgado's gone into the centre.
Yep.
And there's a wild throw well out on this occasion. Now that looks... So Black's gone onto the left wing.
Yep.
So Jenks with the ball. No, it's not. Sorry, Callahan with the ball. Callahan Young sends the ball in the centre. Now passes the ball back now to quick return on this occasion. Now, that was Devon Bullock. And the chasing was done by Callahan Young, but it's a ball over. It's a ball crossed after almost at the halfway line on that occasion. Some shuffling going on there. This is like bouncing ball, aiming for that gap. Long ball has been called, and, well, there you go. The ball actually finished up in the back of the net, but there's another penalty.
And they're going the right angle on Josh. Josh has always been susceptible from that ball coming out of the A post across him, but just throwing too many long or high balls there.
Yeah, that's what it certainly appears at the moment anyway. So we've got Callahan Young with the ball on the left wing. Straight angle throw going down the line again. And, well, in terms of what they actually came up and took the penalty defending from the halfway line, from the high ball line to try and cut the angles down. But Callahan Young's throwing simple penalties down the line. And but anyway, look, the Knights to me are a little bit rattled at the moment. His next ball been blocked on this occasion by Callahan Young. Callahan Young goes now bouncing ball, aiming for the AB gap. This time blocked by, now that looks like Bullock went to go with a quick return and realised where he was and then went back. Sent the ball into Josh Schwartz. Schwartz in the centre for Delaware. Comes in now, goes with a discus throw, and that's going to go well out. On that occasion, missed the court by, well, a good 3 metres on that occasion. Jerome Black now with the ball. No, it actually wasn't. I do apologise. That was Delgado. The ball now with has been transferred across, and now Jenks has gone across to the left wing to take this ball. Goes down the line, hit the post and out. So now we've got a change down here. We've got Callahan Young on the right wing down here. There's a bouncing ball on this occasion, blocked by Jenks, who's now on the left wing. Andy Jenks now. Little starter goes with his bouncing ball, discus throw down the line, but well blocked on this occasion by Devon Bullock.
Yeah, it was a good block too.
So substitution, 3 out, 4 in. Somebody's waking up, Matt, I hope.
Who's waking up?
Oh, no, I was just saying the substitution.
Oh.
3 out, 4 in for the Knights.
Oh, well, 3's Bullock and
Brown.
Lamar Brown is back in.
Yep. I just wanted to see whether you were awake.
No, I was reading messages actually. I was looking at people commenting on the stream, so it was just good to see.
Oh, there you go.
So got people coming in from all places, all sorts of places.
So with 3 minutes to go in this game, first half. Ball thrown by, that was Delgado on that occasion. The ball now with Callahan Young, who's gone back to the left wing. Cross-court ball on this occasion. Ball's been blocked forward. And the ball passed back to Brown. Up and forward. Is it going to go in? No. Scrambling defence there by Callahan Young. Keeps the ball out on the left wing now. Winds up. Goes across court. Big wide ball and it's a line out. It's finishing up in Florida or somewhere like that. I don't know my geography. It was heading out the door. Brown now with Black rather with a bouncing ball, but missed the court by a country mile. Jenks with the ball. Ball was dropped in. Go and chase it. Up on his toes. Goes with the discus throw, aiming for the AB gap, but doesn't hit. Hits the B straight away. So line out. The ball now dropped back in. Now that looks like it's Brown on the right wing. Goes across court. Yeah, it looks like timeout for Delaware. Muzz, your thoughts so far?
Yeah, 2 minutes 40 to go in the first half, and Delaware leads 7-1. And I think that they've played settled goal. And they're like nervous in the tournament, and just trying too hard and made those those monumental errors in the penalties. And as we're seeing against a good throwing team like Callahan and Jenks, you can't do that. They're going to make you pay, and they have. And so it's been a great start by Delaware. This is exactly the type of game that they would have wanted to play.
Well, this was Matt's pick of the day, game of the day, and second game up.
Yeah, it's going really well. I mean, the really sad I mean, it's Delaware capitalizes on those other 3 penalties. This is a 9-1 game. I mean, this is a shellacking.
Yeah, well, look, they'll give them more chances the way they're playing at least. So anyway, long ball by Jenks.
Well, there's a chance for New York to get back on the board.
So now it looks like to me, they're all
I think
huddling
Brown is
around
going to
there.
take this.
Yeah, well, I'd almost give it to. Gets down the line, hits the post, and rolls loose. Well, it was a great ball.
He was very lucky.
Yeah, just hit the post. So Callahan Young out, and number 1 is coming in. Matt?
We don't have a number 1. I didn't know they had a 5th player.
Well, there you go. Well,
Like,
Who?
I mean, Josh Schwartz is going out.
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, they have a Justin Chan listed at number 2, so maybe he's actually number 1.
Maybe. I'm trying to see on the bench from here.
Whereabouts are you guys
Yeah, it looks like might be Justin Chan. Sorry, Murray.
situated? Whereabouts are you guys situated for your calling?
Right behind the goals at the far end of the court on the mezzanine level. Great viewing spot. It's gone into the centre anyway. Now I think it. No, actually, Callahan Young's gone into the centre. Long ball and blocked over. And that was by Jerron Black. They're in more trouble than the early settlers at the moment. New York, they've just got to calm down. So down 7-1. What's so amusing, Matthew?
I'm just trying to figure out which early settlers we're talking about.
Yes, well, there you go.
Callahan has the ball.
Yep. And blocked on this occasion. One of the advantages about playing up the line, and that was by Jerron Black. His layback style went out the window then. He was very effective.
He's had plenty of practice today in the penalty shots, hasn't he?
He has indeed, yes. The next ball's into the centre. And with... now, is that... we're not sure. I think it might be Chan. We're not certain. But it's certainly number 1 for Delaware. Goes with a quick return again. Flat return. And the ball's blocked out on the right-hand side of the court down the far end. Ball blocked back, dropped back in now. This looks like it's Brown with the ball. Goes down the line. The feet of the number 1 for Delaware. Push the ball forward. Ball finishes up in the hands of Jenks. Andy Jenks goes down around about half a metre in from the sideline, but blocked on this occasion. Now it looks like Black's with the ball. Goes with a fast flat ball. And another penalty.
They're calling that one a long ball.
Well, we've seen
Black
a
again?
few. Yeah, Black again. And this is not good. You don't want to see this. This is going to eventually your penalties are going to catch up with you. A timeout for Delaware. As Jenks was about to throw.
Trying to get too cute on that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like Andy was going to go across court and Black was reading it. So,
Yeah.
interesting timeout call.
Interesting. Now, the thing is, because it's a timeout call, is there a 10 seconds limit for throwing on in this situation?
Yeah, so now what they've done, that's true, is the 10-second clock doesn't stop. So he probably only has 1 to 2 seconds
Yeah.
to throw that ball now.
Yeah, well, this is it. And that's the interesting thing. So, well, we'll see what happens. So 1:30 to go, and it's 7-1. And if he's not quick, he'll get done for 10 seconds here. So,
I mean, he's
And
just
he
been
won't be
told.
happy.
Yeah, he's just been told to go right off the whistle.
yeah. So,
I don't think he has.
no, he's walked across.
He's just standing there.
He's gone across now. High ball has been thrown.
Well, 10
Well-
seconds or high ball, either way.
Well, I thought that would have been a 10-second penalty. Anyway, Andy Jenks. Now, who's taking it down there? Is that Brown with the ball, or is it Black again? No, it's Brown on this occasion, but blocked by Jenks. There's nothing throw there, and straight into the centre, and Andy Jenks blocks it. If you get somebody to defeat the penalty, look, the penalty situation, the Knights would be right in this game if they'd eliminate their penalties, but it's killing them at present.
That's the story of New York. I mean, they can play with anybody on any day, but penalties is always the story of these teams.
Yep, and
just bad fundamental goal ball.
yeah, it is. It's not good. Anyway, we've got around about 1:30 to go in the half. And 7-1 the scoreline. So down the line, up and over on this occasion, up and over the back, and that was now. I've got a feeling that might be Justin Chan in the number 1 jersey, because there's only one other person on the bench for Delaware. It's a flat ball on this occasion with just a little bit of skip from Black, but it's blocked out. Nobody does the chasing. Ball with Andy Jenks. Goes with a discus throw again, a cross-court ball, but it's been blocked out on the far side of the court to the left-hand side. The centre Delgado got across that nicely. The ball now with Brown. Brown coming into the centre. Goes with a discus, aiming for his post down the line and just pushed wide by Justin Chan.
New York just looks a bit resigned to get to halftime as quick as they can.
Yeah, Chan with the ball now on the left wing. Goes down the line but throws the ball wide. Another way and a line out. So was goal judging like me then, just let the ball keep going.
It's like Aubrey Todd's on the goal judging side.
Yes. Down the line straight into the centre. Blocked on this occasion by Callaghan Young. Callaghan with the ball now, goes with a discus throw. Hard ball, flat ball but wide as well. Well wide, went well wide of the right hand goal post down the far end. Again another one by Black. He's laconically strolls back to his position. They've got to really start working out what they're going to do in this situation here now, because they are behind the 8 ball, and this will probably be the last throw of the half, I would imagine. Goal, and it's got through on this occasion.
A poor defense from Lamar Brown.
So 8-1, they're in trouble. Gee whiz, I tell you what, there we go, straight into the centre. I looked up at the clock because they must have been getting close. 20 seconds to go in the half. Cross-court ball, but straight into the back of the net again. The gap between BC, so 17 seconds. The score is now. Is that 9-1?
Yep, 9-1.
And the high ball has been thrown. And that was by Black again. The wheels have fallen off New York Knights. They've got to be smarter with their throwing and, stay in the game, keep the ball on the ground, don't give away the penalties. Chan's going to take this penalty. Went across and it's been blocked by Black. So, 10 seconds to go. Let's see what they do here. Ball is with Brown on this occasion. Bouncing ball down the line, blocked on this occasion by Chan, and it's should be a ball over. It is a ball over. Ball back with Brown. Brown with the ball now. And that is the end of the first half. And so after the first half, the score is 9-1 in favour of Delaware over the New York Knights. I'll leave you with Murray and also Matt to analyse this, and I'll be back with you at the start of the second half.
So I would have to say that, overall, I would say that there was a lot of missed penalties for both teams. Who knows where this game would be if people had capitalized on that. But Delaware faced the Knights earlier in the year in Montreal Muzz, and they pretty much took it to them in the same fashion. I think the final score in that game was 6-2. But what is it about New York that just doesn't allow them to fundamentally, eliminate these penalties from their game? I mean, you've played these teams and coached against these teams a lot.
Lamar's always had this problem, and At some stage, he's always had the power, and when he's on song, he certainly can score a lot of goals. But more often than not, unfortunately for him, this is actually the first time I've seen Jerome play. So for me, Jerome is much a similar player. He's pushing that line. So when quite on, or he's a bit nervous, or something's wrong, there's such a high chance to throw a penalty, which he's doing today. So both of them together doing this is, their team's got no chance in this tournament. They're going to have to be a lot more disciplined in their throwing patterns, and really cut that out of their game if they want to compete here.
Absolutely. Well, and for Geron and for Lamar, they have to pick up their other teammates. Devin Bullock, he was missing a lot of goals early on, misreading a lot of balls, and it looks like they, from being on a team, I can tell you that sometimes when your teammate, especially as centers, having a hard time picking up the ball and you're down 4-0 before you know it, it forces you to press in those situations. And these guys have been players long enough to know that you can't compound the issue by trying to get fancy and play outside of your comfort zone, and that's where all these penalties seem to come from, and then it just buries them.
Well, Lamar, I think Black as well, very emotional players. Come onto the court for the second half. His hands over the goals, really dejected. His body language was down, frustrated. And so you need to pick yourself up, and if you've made mistakes, you need to let that go behind us, as hard as it is. And we all know as Goalball players, when you make an error, it stays with you, but the ability to shake that off and
yeah, I think your Skype is just cutting out a bit, mate, but I think we're getting a pretty good idea of what you're saying here.
Black's off for the second half.
Yep. So that means it looks like it's going to come back on, number 6, I believe.
It is, and it looks like they might play center again.
See, Black's one of those players that he, as a Yeti, just runs across the court. Black's one of those players that if you give him a few minutes on the bench to kind of look and see what's going on, he might be able to come back on the court and score a few goals for you. So we'll see what this break does. But
they've got to make sure they keep the ball down, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. For them, it's like you either throw the ball too high on a high ball, or you let the ball rip on a long ball. I mean, they got to find a good pace that they can sustain.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. So we've got 8. 3, 8, and 4. Well, 3, 6, and 4. There's the ball. It's up. It's landed forward. They were lucky there. The Knights. Next ball. It's thrown straight wide on this occasion. Now that looks like is that 8 or 6? I can see there for the Knights.
They don't have an 8, so it must be 6, and that's Isric Delgado, and then Devin Bullock, number 3, and Lamar Brown, number 4.
Yeah, it is actually. So, okay. Ball across court, ball on this occasion beats the defence, scrambling defence by New York. They were lucky not to concede the goal then. So they're in trouble. They've got to just stay in the chase for the first part of this second half. Next ball, a flat ball, beats Delgado, picked up by Brown. Now this is a good thing. Brown's got to keep it down. Brown goes with the discus, cross-court ball into the feet of. I'm trying to pick that up. Is that Andy Jenks? Yes, it is Andy Jenks. Goes with the discus, flat ball, ball high in the air, lands, but picked up on the first bounce by Brown. Brown goes now down the line, and there's a high ball by Brown. And this is the thing that we had to be worried about, because that is obviously something that is...
Didn't look like here.
Sorry, Murray?
That didn't look high to me, so yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not there, but I hear it before I see it, so it gives me a chance to look at the line. It looked like it wasn't very high to me.
Yeah, well, there you go. We'll see what's going to happen now. So now that's... looks like Callahan with the ball, goes down the line and blocked on this occasion. Good work there by Brown. A nice attempt, nicely got across to that ball there. So So it's going to happen now. Now they've just got to keep this here out. If they can keep it out, they'll be right. They've just got to stay in the hunt. Bullock throws the ball now. It goes down his line. Picked up by, now trying to see whether that Young down there. It might be. Goes across court. On this occasion, off Brown. Delgado retrieves the ball, picks it up nicely. Throws from the centre, but throws wildly. Almost takes out the Moneymen's bench down at the far end of the court. So, if they can stay steady in this game, then things will pan out for them. But they've got to inch their way back into it as Andy Jenks with the ball now on the right wing. A flat ball, this time blocked by Delgado, pushes the ball wide. Lamar Brown with the ball now. He goes with a discus throw. Bouncing cross court, ball is up and just pushed wide on this occasion by Callahan Young. So is it? I'm sure it's Young down there. I can't see the number for sure, but there's a wild throw on that occasion. It's not actually, it's Justin Chan. So that was Chan, so it looks like Young's in the centre. Down there, so down there we have Young on the left. The ball heading in Young's direction now. Chan's direction rather, and blocked out. So front we have Chan on the left, Callahan in the centre, and Jenks on the right wing. Ball now sent straight back on this occasion by Bullock. Bullock on the right wing, Delgado in the centre, and also Brown on the left wing. Great save there by Brown. Beats Delgado. Brown's got it. Goes across court into Chan. Chan does the chasing. The ball's blocked out. Ball passed back into Chan now. Chan back, runs into the goals. Goes for the narrow angle between AB. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Ball blocked wide. Bullock with the ball now. Again aiming for Chan. There must be a target there. But ball's going to be a ball over. Ball over. And it would have been close to 10 seconds too, just quietly. As the ball just dribbled over the side of the line. Bullock with the ball. Passes across to Brown. Brown comes around. He's taking it from the right-hand side. Goes for the gap. And the gap opened up but then closed at the last second. So nice piece of work there. As now we have high ball by the Moneymen. And that was by Callahan Young. Who's thrown the high. This is a chance, Matt, to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, they've been able to stem the tide a bit. Here we go.
Now, I'm hoping we've still got Mr. Elborn there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yep, no worries. So here we go. Penalty situation. Goes down and he's missed it. Throwing the ball wide. You've got to take that. And that was by Bullock who took the throw.
And that's just a killer in momentum. I mean,
they work to get back into it.
Yep.
Jenks with the ball now, runs back to his right wing, then comes back in to about 2 metres in, aiming for that gap, beats Delgado, and luckily the ball came off Bullock and ran across the line on the far side of the court, picked up by Brown. Brown bouncing cross-court ball, but the ball is wide again on this occasion. Ball now with Chan. Chan for Delaware, comes in. Right-handed throw, goes across. Delgado's there in the centre, blocks the ball nicely. Ball laid off to Bullock on his right. Devon Bullock now. Goes for the aiming for. They've got a plan to work over Chan on the left wing at the far end. So line out has been called. Ball
I think they should be taking some motion shots, Tony, especially Lamar going around the centre and throwing into that BC gap.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, certainly should be. He's come across once. He's over there now. So whether he's going to take a shot here, Brown from the right wing. He's back on his mark now. He's almost alongside the centre. Bouncing ball at Chan. It's up and into the back of the net. So a set shot instead of a rush shot there by Brown. But that's... look, there's still plenty of time. There's still 8 minutes to go in the game. So there's still plenty of time for them. Cross-court ball on this occasion. And look, now that's a coach killer, isn't it? Muzz, you have been a coach and are still a coach.
Yes.
When you get back, it's a coach killer when that happens. As Bullock sends the ball back into the centre. And a goal. That's a goal-a-thon. Defence is an option. And that was just lazy defence by both Young and Chan.
And yeah, Callahan's arms just really opened up there.
Yeah, that's right. Very lazy lazy defence.
It's too early for a victory formation.
Yeah, so the current score is now 10-3 in favour of the Moneymen, with 7:56 to go in the second half.
I mean, from a coach's perspective, Muzz, you have to think that Delaware should have been able to finish this game in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised Andy didn't attack more at the start of the second half here.
Again, the ball's running across the back there, and Delgado is looking very sluggish in the centre. Cross-court ball on this occasion by Brown, but into the centre. Callahan Young with the ball now picks it up. Goes with the discus. Aiming for the gap, and this time he finds the gap between Delgado and Brown. It was always on the cards, but it should have been Delgado's ball.
Well, Brown's had to go into that middle a lot in the second half to pick up Delgado.
Yeah, this is it. He's looking really sluggish, and looks like he's not reading the ball, as the next ball is directed at Chan, and the ball's blocked out.
Well, I mean, this is his bread and butter position, so if he's not reading it there, then he's just not in the game.
On his side, he's very sluggish.
Takes a quick return, but throws the ball wide. Gain the ball with Chan now for the Moneymen. 11-3 is the scoreline. Bouncing ball on this occasion. This time Brown takes it in his regular position on the left wing. Goes with a discus throw. Bouncing ball across and up, and is it going in? Yes, it is into the back of the net on Chan's wing again. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Schwartz back in shortly. Yep. The bounce got him again, didn't it?
Yeah, with the top spin.
And this time they kept the next ball out between the three of them. And they've hit the post again into the back of the net. Quick return by Delgado on this occasion. Worked nicely. Had Chan sucked in.
That's question now.
Yep, so Schwartz is coming back on for Chan now.
Yep, Schwartz is going back on. That was always going to be the case, I would have thought, especially when that happened. He was caught riding so far into the middle. And, well, this time Delgado's hit the right spot.
Well, Chan's a good player. It's just he doesn't match up against a team like New York very well because of the top spin with the bounce ball. You know, so I'm not surprised that they made this move. You come back with Schwartz and you steady the tide.
Yeah, now, well, Delgado's the one who's in my view, is well, I just don't know how much longer Black can leave himself out. Anyway, Jackson's goes, there's a hard ball, but it's going to bounce well forward, and is it going to be over? Ball over? No. Yep, ball over has been called. So, and they've headed back, which is a smart move for themselves to get into formation. The ball now sent back down to the far end. So Callahan Young has gone back to the wing, and Schwartz has gone into the centre, has he? Looks like that to me. Next ball, cross-court ball, but into the back of the net. On this occasion again, it was a Delgado ball again.
Yeah, and Brown came in behind him, but he was on his stomach, poorly positioned.
Yeah. And I think, well, the thing is, Murray, he's being forced to come in there because of...
He is, yeah, and absolutely. That's true.
Bouncing ball on this occasion by Brown straight down the line. So the score is now 12 goals to
5.
There you go. Thank you. I was just losing count for a moment. And the 3 and 5 look the same, and I thought it's more than 3 goals. So anyway, we've got Bullock now with the ball, aiming for that same pocket again, aiming for where Chan was. Of course, Chan's not there now. It looks like we've got Callahan Young over there, which we have. The ball's blocked by Delgado, runs out off the court. Bullock now goes with a quick throw, aiming down the line again, aiming for that A corner, but goes in a bit too far into AB. Wind up throw on this occasion. This time Delgado gets behind it, but pushes it into the chest of Bullock, who pushes it back to Delgado. Delgado throws the ball wide on this occasion, and no score. Andy Jenks with the ball, comes across to the left wing to take this throw. Winds up discus throw, hard flat ball into Delgado's chest. Delgado does the chasing on this occasion. And, well, he took a bit of a spill there, Delgado, but ball over. Ball now with Callahan Young.
So substitution for New York. Looks like
there he is.
John's
Yes.
coming back for
Brown for black.
interesting move.
Is it? No, it's not. Sorry, it's Delgado for black, I think.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I think they also made that move is because they're losing so many possessions from ball overs. Wouldn't you say, Muzz?
Yeah, look, I think, and also, whenever Delgado's had the ball and he's throwing the quick return, he's always throwing out to the right-hand side, so they're not getting, those quick return offensive plays either.
So we've got, just double checking, looks like we've got black going into the centre.
Yep, that's right.
And blocked highly out.
Looks like some of my old blocks.
Yeah. What, the one you blocked? Brown with the ball now on the right wing, goes down the line. And, sorry, mate.
That's true.
Callahan now goes across, got black controls the ball. Now, this is where he's got to be play smart, black, and keep the ball down. Does on this occasion, but sends it straight at B, and they're going to get the ball back. It will be a ball over. So
This is
again,
one that annoys me about centre players when they have the opportunity to have a good throw from the centre. They're throwing from the...
Sorry, Muzz, you cut out for that last little bit.
I was saying I'd like Jerome to throw in the gaps, not from the tee.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, move across one way or the other.
Who's Jerome?
That's yeah.
Jerome.
I know he keeps calling him Jerome.
Yes,
I think he wants him to be a Jerome instead.
Now the ball's been blocked out. The ball now with Brown. Brown with the ball.
You say potato?
It's potato.
Excuse me. Anyway, the ball now. So timeout, Delaware. And while there's a timeout, I might have some water.
Water.
Yeah.
Where's Cammy when we need her?
She's off running marathons or something now.
I know. When did she become the Forrest Gump of Denmark?
Keep running.
I just felt like water.
So 4 minutes left, guys. What do you think the score is going to be here?
If New York don't throw another penalty,
15-6.
it'll go to full time.
Yeah, I'm saying 15-6.
If they don't, I can see them being mercied.
I think 14-7.
I think 15-5.
Mercy.
Yes.
Mercy.
I hope I'm wrong. It's been blocked on this occasion. So we've got down in the foreground we have Bullock, Brown, and Black and Brown, and it's Bullock with the ball now. He's going across and he's going to take the throw from the gap, where Black should be taking them. Sends the ball to the AB gap, but covered up on this occasion. Schwartz now with the ball from the centre. Discus throw and throws it well wide on this occasion. Bullock now with the ball. Now Black should be over there to take that. Walked it across and look, now again he's at the tee taking this throw, which is no value whatsoever. They will get the ball back. No, they won't. Fast on his feet there, Callahan Young. So passes back to Schwartz. Black gets across and pushes this one. Takes control, passes it across to Bullock. Bullock goes down his line. Blocked by Jenks. Andy Jenks now winding up from his right wing. Cross-court ball beats Black, but into the chest of Brown. Brown goes with a discus throw. Not a lot on that, though. As the ball now is with Delaware. And Schwartz throwing from the centre into the chest of Black. Now, Geron, move one way or the other. Don't just throw from the tee. But no, he's thrown from the tee. And long ball has been called.
He needs to go back to the post, use the post, gain the momentum, and put the ball down in a place where it's going to land and not be a long ball.
Well, this is right, and that's what the issue is at the moment. So
that time was totally balanced that made him that long ball. He was totally off.
Okay, so here we go. But he's blocked it, so he's made it look good. But I think the thrower, who was Callahan, made him look good.
Callahan is huge.
Yes.
Callahan is like on his way to being Andre the Giant. Literally, I'm not kidding.
He's like 6'8", isn't he?
Yeah. And he's still really like, oh good. He's going to be huge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He certainly is a big man.
He's got huge hands, too, I'm telling you. And I ain't got a small neck. I think he could probably wrap those meat hooks around.
Recruit him. He'll look good in a New South Wales shirt, I think.
Yeah, well, I think you might want him over Jerron the way Jerron's playing right now.
I'm going to keep calling him Jerome while he's playing like this.
That's funny.
As Browns throws the ball, it's a straight ball picked up by Callahan Young. Pushes the ball wide on this occasion, goes down the line, but he has been the pick of the penalty throwers in this game. Brown with the ball now. Almost takes out Black. Bouncing ball. I think it was lucky that went out for a lineup because I think that would have been called a long ball. Well. Sorry. No, I'll explain to the listeners. I went quiet there. But they actually passed the ball and it came off the player's foot and rolled away from him so to run and chase it. So, anyway, as Bullock sends the ball back, Jenks with the ball now winds up with the discus throw, aiming for the gap. Beats Black, picked up by Bullock.
That's actually Callahan on that side, Wood.
It is Callahan too. I thought it was a change. Thanks, Muzz. Cross-court ball, but Black with the ball now. Lays it off to Brown. Brown comes in, bouncing ball, aiming for the BC gap. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Ball now picked up by... Very close. Oh, there was a scramble to get across there. Bullock blocks the ball nicely.
And he's actually off court.
He is too. I thought there was a substitute. So it's Justin Chan on the left wing and Callahan on the right wing.
How did they sneak him in?
With Schwartz. See, I must admit I didn't see the substitution.
Yeah, 1 minute to go.
Well, I think the score might stay the same. It certainly won't be a mercy now. So, and that's probably a good thing. You don't like to see mercies. We've seen one today. And that's enough for me. Black with the ball, goes with the discus throw, puts that one into the ground. And at least it wasn't a long ball, but a ball over there. We'll get the ball back. So, timeout, Delaware. Now, that's an interesting call. A timeout for Delaware with 58 seconds and not control of the ball.
Should have been a penalty.
Well, it's a ball over, so I can't work that out. Aren't you supposed to have control of the ball before you call a timeout?
You are.
Well, it was a ball over when they called the timeout, and the ball was running loose, so they've called timeout for Delaware. So
American reffing at its finest. What can I say?
Any arm boosters out there? He should know better than that.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen here, because to me that's just. And they couldn't have called it any other way. Well, they've got that wrong. I'm sorry, the ball was thrown wide there, but they've got that wrong on that occasion. So anyway, we've had a change of position here because Devon Bullock's gone to the right wing, and Brown's gone to the left wing. Black's still in the centre. Black with the discus throw, aiming for the gap between BC. Doesn't get through on this occasion.
But see, that's what we're talking about. He threw from the join in the post that time, right through that gap.
Yeah,
Much
that's
more
it.
effective.
Yeah, a lot more effective. Cross-court ball. It's Thomas off the feet, but no. Gee whiz, I tell you what. Delaware have been made look pretty good. I mean, they've played well, but they've been made look good by the scoreline.
Well, you take out the penalties, it's much closer, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. The next ball's been blocked wide on that occasion by Kellawee.
Timeout Delaware.
Now this
again.
time they've called their timeout.
Yeah.
And
Well, yes, you got to use them, especially with goal differential being so important these days.
yeah, well, see, the thing is, but I understand what you're saying, Matt, but the simple fact is the referee's got it wrong because it should have been a penalty against Delaware.
Oh, I agree. But but as well, many of us know, American officiating is not exactly the best in the world.
Well, I mean, the coaches should know better anyway.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that the coaches know that the referees are horrible. That's why they just try pretty much whatever they can to see what they can get away with. And most of the time they do.
Ken Armbruster's refereeing this game on that side. Ken Armbruster's a coach. He should know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and it's like a substitution. You've got to have control of the game. You've got to have control of the ball before you can call a sub. So it's a nice ball on this occasion by Black, but it's been blocked. So that actually was a penalty. Now I've got a feeling that may have been for the
Timeout.
the timeout. Yeah,
Too many timeouts.
yeah, that's what I thought. So, right, next ball. Not long to go in this game here. With 2.4 seconds, what are they going to do now? That's what I'd like to know. What are they going to say?
Jerome should be going from that join straight through that BC gap, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's what I would think as well. But interesting to see. They're very chirpy.
Yeah, Lamar's patting Jerome where he shouldn't be.
Yes. Yes. Well,
A bit of touchy-feely going on there in the timeout from the New York guys.
Yes. So there we go. Basically one throw, 2.4 seconds. And Black's got to make it count.
Too quick.
And that is time. So at the end of that game, we had what was a comfortable win on the scoreboard to Delaware, but
Final score ended up being
12-5.
12-5.
This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people.